Okay, we might be in business. Let's clean up behind me, but basically after a while of big amounts of fuckeries, I managed to. Jeez. This is the one that I'm broadcasting live at the moment. Let's delete this. Okay, let's delete everything today. And we see how good it holds for an hour, because now we're using Dima buff or whatever, and there's also this copy. So basically there are two ways to grab my video. Now if pipewire dies, hopefully it only dies my webcam, but that's okay. That can I can live with that. I want to check if my chat works fine. I think it does. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's make a quick ping. Oh, it doesn't. Oh shit, I don't have it. Well, interesting. Don't have Diek. Yeah, I remember compiling it at some point, but it's okay. For today, it will work like that. Let's work it out for a couple of streams, and then I'll take a look on how to fix this peculiar problem. Not overly concerned. Okay, so now we're back with Kahoot once again. I think I was doing like I remember. I don't even quite remember what. I think we were, yeah. So we had the demo, which will come over here, and we had the Sarah, which will get you the code, and that's how you start the game. Just do this. Okay, so the next thing would be some kind of protection, because otherwise more people will well, I want to separate it from, like, I don't know, make it divided in rooms, you know? There's going to be a bunch of different rooms. I only need one for Sarah. Like, this is a bit of an annoying part, because now I need to add a lot of checks, but whatever, let's move it fast. Which basically mean that I should check a password for every user. I should also ask them this password. So localhost player. At this moment, they only ask for a name. Let's also the problem with asking here for a password is that now suddenly I'm not. I need to make distinct stuff for everybody who's trying it out, rather than from Sarah. which is very annoying, I wish. I want to think through it, but whatever. Let's just gonna worry about one thing at a time, I think. And the worries that I have at the moment, yeah, because at the end of the day, I think I can just take a look at where are you going and just ask you the correct password, like based on the room. Can't I? Can I just share this code and this code has the password? Well, this code doesn't have the password, otherwise that's fact. But basically, if I direct for a demo, like if I go for a demo, oh, so the demo is going, it's going into an open direction, and I should separate them. But I should put a password, asking for a password over here. That's the way I see it. Or the other way in which I see is when somebody enters on the Sarah side, like this side over here, then I'm gonna ask a password. It's probably the most correct one, like player game equals Sarah. You put the name, you get asked a password, and then we go. It will work quite nicely. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm getting bored on doing both of this stuff. Bored is not the correct one. Annoyed would be the correct one. So so this gets you the default game. This gets you the. But they both should bring you to a lobby, right? The only distinction would have to be the only distinction that I would have to have is as well I know how to talk. Like what the only distinction that I want to make is in the password. It should be where the player logs. So right now it's called the state, which is an abysmal name for what I'm over here. But basically when the player logs in, so we have the save player info, that's on close. Yeah, so if we're checking for the name, then we do this bunch of stuff. Yeah. We'll add one more step. Not quite sure how this password idea works because I want it to work only when I don't Sarah. Where's my handler? So I have the save player info here. We have the save number of answer handler. Okay, for some reason I'm keeping it here. Okay, when somebody opens this link, can I send them back an offer? Like, do I HTMX it? Can I also remove this and go up manually since I know how to go there? But that's not what I'm trying to do. So let's say somebody opens the player link. This is the path that we first encounter. Player open page. No? I. Wow. Wait. I am supposed to go here. This is a player. Wait. Why does this work? Okay, so it doesn't, but oh, it was higher. Okay. So yeah, confirm that we go through here. If somebody gives me a name, we give that. But on the get side, I could return a pop-up for login. Or rather, these are filters, right? Yeah, that's a filter 100%. I should be able to see that. Golang. Golang print the parameters incoming. HTTP params. this one. Okay, this is a little bit more sophisticated than I need, but fine. Okay, so key, so the key and game, and I can check for the key and the game and ask back for a password, but asking back for a password, well, but I can conditionally put a password field. So having that being there only and only if there's password. I wonder if I HTMX login. I wonder if someone like I'm working around. Can check it out. Basically, the server checks for validity of the auth. Kinda. So that's what I'm working for. A symbol pop up, right? HTMX pop up. None of this sounds annoying. Let's make the first choice. Yeah, don't overthink it. We'll see. What is this object? For key and shit. We can just simply say if values equals Sarah, then make a const, make Sarah be false. And we double range it, don't care. Okay, very well. So we check for Sarah. If Sarah, then we can pass the password on. But right here we do the player menu. We want to return a flavor type of player menu. Like there should be like some conditional. I can check the Sarah, you know. Can give it. Can check this one. So Sarah bull, and we check the Sarah structure, and based on the Sarah we put or don't put a password, like a visible span. This would be PSVD or pass. PSVD is what I like. But this should only be if in Go templates. By the way, I'm little bit starting to feel why temple is great. I understand now. The fuck is this? If inside the Golang templates. Impossible we can. This one. Okay, so it's that simple. If Sarah okay, so that's makes them so very well. Password you we can like two out. How's it spelled? Cause where? Oh, it's two O's. Probably nobody will understand this joke. I'm bad at speaking English, but I'm good at understanding it. I know that most of my friends, it will fly over the head of most of my friends. Okay, so now there's my conditional rendering, which means that if I say sir, okay, great. Now, why would you? Okay. Okay. All right, this is it. I forgot. Okay, very well. Okay, and now I have to just simply check if we're playing for a Sarah game, we should be checking the Sarah password. Think I can distinguish in the same way, like when I start for the game, I can just save the game being Sarah. Okay. So in the same manner, I can type down this is a Sarah kind. It's a Sarah game at the moment. So you will play it in that manner. So I have to check my game handler. Anyway, that's the game handler. So it looks like we're loading every single question. I guess I'm loading in memory, which is the current game. Yeah, so far I'm gonna load in memory. Then we will see. I would want to clean it up a bit by the end of it and remove a lot of stuff. So yeah. Which game? Tell me I don't have a which game somewhere. Okay. Which game would be we're making it an empty string? And over here, I think there's a better way to check for that, isn't it? No, it probably isn't. I can deal with that. So before every question, we will get the params. We will check if it's Sarah and which game it's Sarah. By the way, I think this merits a constant somewhere. But again, I think very lazy. No, I'm making a constant in the state. Sarah is equals Sarah. Very well. All right, then. By that margin, at the moment I'm just getting out the default question, but I should be having two sets of questions based on who's getting out. Let's first check out the name. Or the password, I would say. The state? This is where no, wait, I'm doing it inside the main for some reason. I'm gonna really, you know what, tomorrow it's probably already time to make a little bit of order. I'm not following my own code and we don't have that many lines. Is there a tool to check that? I think I saw Theo using some tool to check lines of code. Tools that check lines of code. Clock. npm install clock. Or pacman install clock. Pacman is. They never really take a look at how what Perl? Perl? What? Perl? Clock. Clock dot. So we obviously don't care. So see, it's only 600 lines. So there is more for the, and the fact they don't follow what's going on, it's concerning. But clock is very nice. I saw it in a Theo video and I really wanted to take a look. I don't like Theo at all, but he knows his tools. And we go to the player, and inside the player we check. Oh right, I left it in the middle of that. I always return body flashcard. But I think that the posting part I don't need anymore. I think. Okay, fair enough. So we were shaking it. We're checking it in the state. Over here. That's the name. So if the name is up, you continue. We get a start doing over here. So we can check if which game equals Sarah. So only if we're Sarah, we should check the result.pvd. Basically, we will return, right? Oh my god. Yeah, basically, if the game is Sarah and this is not different from Escuchame. No. It's not different from Wasp. Continue. Unless I have the name check, which now it could be the couple, so I can flashcard whenever I want, but it's okay. I say John, and it still goes through. Why? Oh, because there's the name PVD. Hmm. This was PVD, wasn't it? Pretty sure it is. Okay. It moves. It shouldn't. So if my game is Sarah, Alright, because the which game only works when I start one. So it should start like a Sarah game. Oh, ma vai a lavorare. 9. Sarah. Okay. Okay. Uh, Wasp. Does this work? Oh, nice. Yeah, but I'm not dividing them by lobbies. Aren't I? Oh, now everybody needs it's in one lobby. Need to make a different lobby based on who's logging in. Qui nei giochi siamo già attivi. Vabbè, vai a lavorare alle 8, cosa vuoi che ti dica? Cioè, nel senso. Elma Pablo, thank you for the sub. Grazie, 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 broschi. Come vali? C'è già casino e l'ufficio tranquillo? I don't believe anybody's here at this hour in the morning, at this current moment. So a little bit of Italian is fine. Also check if my... Uh-oh. And the office is fucked if Erika's there. You have everything, that's crazy. Hey, too bad for Friday. I really wished I could come, but there's this big theater night, so I'm gonna be there on for the night. Very unfortunate time. If you're up later, I'm gonna come swing by, but I doubt you. I don't know. I'll see. I doubt you very far. You find somebody else to replace Fede? Because now you're like 3. Okay, thanks, bro. Have a nice one. See you around. See you next time somebody gets fired. Somebody quits. Okay, so the problem is now Bella. Okay, so there's one tiny, teeny tiny problem that basically means I will have to make different kind of lobbies, and each and every lobby should be I'm gonna basically make different lobbies, and every single lobby should be differentiated based on everybody else, which would make it smooth when people are online, but it's gonna be like a big headache. On the one hand, that sounds kind of neat. On the other hand, I don't quite know I want to do that, because at the moment somebody comes, I serve them the game, there's one master, but there's going to be a swarm of masters, like maybe on a like maybe on a map, and each player is gonna join one master. So each player should keep trace of its own master, and afterwards, so this way everybody plays separate. Honestly, it's not a kind of big a deal. Just feel very not motivated today. Like since it's a big hurdle to start. Today's one of those days that feels like more of a show up kind of day. But I think I'm implementing that. That sounds like a neat thing. Even though there's not much learning going on over here, I would say. Stage all of this shit. And I don't know. Set up stuff. I wouldn't even know. Let's put it as a flashcard and define different lobbies. This, okay, wait, I already have it. Yes, this is basically the flashcard. Now I understand. Maybe I should lobbies. And let's fix the description. That would be so every time you so basically, yeah, on lobby page you should push a master. Each player should connect to that master. Keep track of masters and players. This is basically how I want. It's basically how I want it to work. That's a lot of code, and I feel like tomorrow is going to be a better moment to do it. Because I'm feeling very lazy. So if someone's here, we can swing by, but yeah, that won't, okay, that won't last long. Well, guys, Wayland output is working for today, looking good. Gonna see if I'm gonna see if it makes sense. I'll see tomorrow. I'll make maybe a couple hour streams to see if it holds up. See ya.